Yerp, yerp. We're back again with another banger. And today we're going to be switching it the fuck up. It's just me. It's just me this time. I'm glad that we get to have this intimacy. This is very sweet. But we're going to be switching it up today. I got Chat GPT in the house. And I got it to generate me 100 questions. 100 random questions. And we're going to see how that plays out. I'm going to be answering all 100 of those questions quickly. Thumbnail. Okay, be cool. All right, here we fucking go. I'm going to start this shit out. Shout out Chat GPT. I used to think it was Chat GBT. Okay, random questions. Never seen them. I don't know the answers to any of them. Actually, I do know the answers to all of them, but I've never seen the questions. Just so you know, I got the answers. All right, here we fucking go. This is going to be good. I'm going to put myself in the shoes of the guest of this podcast because I like to add a bunch of random ass questions within the podcast. So, if you've seen the podcast, you've seen that shit before. If you haven't, that's what I like to do. Spice it up. Let's get it going. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Right here. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Wow, okay. Thank you, Chat GPT, for asking this question. I think that I'm 100% going to go with the power to make anything. To create anything in the blink of an eye. Car. Boom. There you go. You don't fuck with me? Boom. You fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? Anything. Anything. I want to be able to create anything and everything within the snap of a finger. That's going to be my superpower. Thank you. Next question. What's the weirdest food combination you actually love? Honey mustard and burgers. You ever dipped your burger in honey mustard? A burger with no honey mustard? No, thank you. That's what I love, and that's what I love to see. Okay. If you were a character in a video game, what would your specialty be? Huh? What would your special ability be? Probably to fly. There you go. Probably to fly. I'm going to fly everywhere and conquer the whole game. Here we go. What's the funniest thing you believed as a kid? Ghosts. Some of y'all still believe in ghosts. Show me some evidence. Actually, allow me to experience it for myself. And then I may believe it. I'm an open-minded person, I promise. Okay, here we go. If animals could talk, which one would be the most annoying? Probably any species with the female sex. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just fucking around. Okay, be cool. I definitely would say probably a prairie dog. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Shout out to prairie dogs and all other animals alike. Okay, what's a song you secretly love but would never admit in public? Probably My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. It's more of a feminine song. I know, I get it. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Chicken. Plain and simple. Here we go. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever Googled? Shit. I've Googled probably a bunch of ridiculous things. I Google a lot of shit. I'm very curious about a lot of things. Probably 2 girls, 1 cup. Can I get a shout out? No, that was back in middle school, whenever it first came around. And I will never, ever do it again. Okay, if you had to live in a movie universe, which one would you pick? Ooh, Wolf of Wall Street. And if you know why. All right. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horse? Now, this is the type of fucking question that I came here for. And this is the type of questions that I live for right here. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say both. Fuck it. I'm not opposed to challenges. You know, I would definitely fight one horse-sized duck and 100% fight 100 duck-sized horse. Fuck it. Bring them all at one time. I like a challenge. Let's get it. All right. If you could relive one day of your life, which day would it be? Whenever I was very little, back in 2005, I was 5. I was born in 2000. The family and I went to Disney World. And I enjoyed my experience, and I got to see the Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers. Shout out to the Power Rangers. Actually, if I can go back on another question, I would probably pick Power Rangers. I would be a Power Ranger. Okay. If you had a time machine. Oh wait, hold on. We're getting a little bit too far ahead right here. Okay. What's the most valuable thing you've learned from failure? To not make the same mistake again. Duh. If you could meet your 10-year-old self, what advice would you give them? Stay in school, don't do drugs. Perfect. We're good. What's a dream or a goal you've never told anyone about? I'm pretty open about my dreams and goals, so I tell everybody everything. Except for secrets. If you give me a secret and you tell me not to tell nobody, I ain't telling nobody a secret. That's going with me to the grave, bruh. I'm going to be taking that with me to the grave. Hopefully not anytime soon. Shout out to the Zen Tennysons. Got some Zen Tennysons in. Got my Zen Tennysons in. Shout out to Zen. Y'all want to give me that sponsorship? Go ahead. I'm with it. Right here. If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be? Nobody. It would be nobody. I'm sorry. Terrible answer, but it would be nobody. Nobody. Because I love my life and I wouldn't change it. Okay, here we go. Actually, nah. We ain't gonna do that. Right here. What's a seemingly small decision that ended up changing your life? Oh. Probably just, I guess just wanting to be open, you know, a decision of putting myself out there and being open and vulnerable. I think that has changed my life quite a bit. Shout out to the serious answers too. We're with it. We're cool. Just be fucking cool, man. Damn. All right. Here we go with the next one. Okay, if you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would it be? Probably, I don't know, a theme song. Man, a theme song. Probably, come on, let's get a good fucking answer here. A theme song. Probably, I wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blade on an Impala. All in late tonight, switch a roll tight. Yeah, I'm with it. That's what we're picking. We're picking that one. I want to be a baller. Okay, what's a fictional character you can relate to the most? Man. If I could just pick a character and be like, yep, that's probably SpongeBob. I'm with it. SpongeBob. Shout out SpongeBob. That's me. Me and SpongeBob were just alike. We're cool with each other. Here we go. Here's another one. If you had a time machine, would you go back to the past or to the future? I'm definitely going to the past. I don't think I could fuck with the future as much. I don't want to know what happens. We're going to guess. We're going to go to the past. We're going back to the future as soon as we go to the past. Being present. Okay. What would you do if you woke up and realized you were invisible? I'd probably just be invisible. There's nothing much I can do. Fuck. I'll probably scare people. I'd probably hide and scare people. Or not even hide. I would approach them and be like, ah! You're done. You're cooked. Okay, if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be? Probably to be awesome. Just kidding. I already mastered that. Instantly master any skill, what would it be? Probably the skill to make anybody love me. Okay. Would you rather explore space or the deep ocean? Space, of course, because there's more to explore. We love space, and we love to have space. Don't bug me. What's the first thing you'd do if you won $10 million tomorrow? Fuck it. Gamble it. We're taking it. We're taking that shit gambling. We're going to go gambling. I'm betting 10 million on black on the roulette wheel. See how that shit goes. Hey, the statistics add up. The numbers add up. Think about it. If you gamble everything that you got, you can only lose 100%, but you can win 1,000+%. The odds are stacked against you. Okay, let's do this. If you could only communicate through one word for a day, what word would you choose? Probably chill. Chill. You know what I mean? If you could erase one invention from history, what would it be? We're going to go with women's rights. Anybody? Just kidding. I'm fucking with you. Or am I? I'm kidding. If you could erase one invention from history, what would it be and why? Shit. Fuck, man. Probably division. I guess that's an invention. It didn't say physical. It did not say that. So we're going to go with that. Probably because, we don't need it. Let's get together. Okay, here's another one. What's the title of the book about your life? Probably going to be My Life. Ain't that cool? If you were a color, what color would you be and why? Probably chrome or silver. Just because I fuck with the Silver Surfer. He's got some good aesthetics. Okay, if you could design your dream house, what's the most outrageous feature you would have? Probably a giant full body skeleton of a T-Rex. That's what we're going to put in there. We're going to put a giant T-Rex skeleton right in there. And that's what we're going to do. That's pretty outrageous, and I'm with it. What's a new holiday you'd invent, and how would people celebrate it? I think that I would, my birthday. Happy birthday. That's a new holiday. You're all for it. We're going to celebrate Carson's birthday together. Everybody, all at once. Let's get some cheers and shit like that. Let's get some drinks, and let's get fucked up. Just kidding. I don't promote drugs. Okay, so we're going to go with that. If you could combine two animals into one, what would they be and what would it look like? Two animals into one? Now we're on to some good fucking questions here. Now this is my cup of tea. Two animals into one. Probably a T-Rex mixed with a chicken. And what would it be? Looking like? That's for you to decide. I'm going to let you use your imagination on that shit. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Right here. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in public? Fuck. Probably express my opinions. Just kidding. Kind of just kidding. I don't know. Some of it's pretty controversial, so we're going to find out next time I do it. If you could instantly become fluent in any language, which one would you choose? If you can instantly become fluent in any language, probably Spanish. Yeah, Spanish. We're going to go with Spanish because That's the second most spoken language in America. And I live in America, and I speak English pretty fluently. So I'm going to go with Spanish so I can talk with more people. Isn't that interesting? Isn't this cool? Aren't y'all having a great time? Are y'all having fun just as much as I am? Probably not. I'm having a blast. Okay, here we go. What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten? I probably, somebody in high school once upon a time paid me $20 to eat a cookie off of the floor that was, that had like fuzz and shit on it. I was cool with it. $20 for a cookie. I'm good. I'm straight with it. I'm cool with it. If you had to rename yourself, what would you pick? Probably Casper. What's the worst haircut you've ever had? Probably in middle school. I had I had my shit spiked up in the front. I had my hair spiked up in the front, and it did not look very good. I'm just saying. What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie? Guilty pleasure? I don't think that I have any guilty pleasures in watching anything. Probably probably Mean Girl Club. Mean Girls Club, is that what it is? Mean Girls Club. Yeah, I think it's what it is. Or fucking reality TV. I don't really fuck with it, but if I sit down and start watching that shit, I'll probably enjoy it. So we're going to go with that. Mean Girls Club for sure. If you can turn into any animal for a day, which would you be? Probably a fish. Probably a nice little small fish. Just to chill. You know what I mean? Just chill and shit like that. What's the funniest joke you know by heart? Okay. I got you. Knock knock. Who's there, you ask? Who? Then you're supposed to say who? And then I'm going to be like, are you an owl? I mean, I guess that's pretty funny. Somebody probably laughed out there. Would you rather live without music or movies? Movies. I don't even watch movies that much anyway, so we're going to go with I would probably live without movies. What's the weirdest habit that you have? Weirdest? Weirdest habit. I don't know. I like to move around a lot, you know? I like to do this. I like to sway or like move around or like jump my foot up and down or my leg. And I guess that's a weird habit. It's a habit nonetheless, if it's not weird. Here's a good one. If you could live in any historical time period, when would it be? Probably in the 60s in America. 60s in America without the racism. I think that I'd be cool with that. I think that would be pretty nice. And I could buy a home for 10 berries. Would you rather have unlimited money or unlimited time? Unlimited money, of course. Because unlimited time, I don't think that I would like that. That would basically make me immortal. I don't want that. I'm not cool with that shit, bro. I'm not cool with it. If you were a superhero, what would your weakness be? Nothing. Of course. Fucking duh. What's the first thing you'd buy if you became a billionaire? Ooh, the first thing I would buy. Man, probably a casino. But if you could visit any fictional place, where would you go? Narnia. I don't know. That's probably not my answer. That's just the first answer that came to my head. Narnia. What would be another good one? Fictional place. Probably Atlantis. From SpongeBob. The SpongeBob Atlantis. Only the SpongeBob Atlantis. No others. Okay, here's another good one. Would you rather speak in rhymes or riddles? Rhymes. I already speak in riddles. So I'd be cool with that. What would you do if you could stop time for 1 hour every day? 1 hour. That's not enough time, but fuck it. If I could stop time for 1 hour every day, probably go rob a bank or some shit. If everybody else, I don't know. I think we're getting pretty drawn out with these answers. These are pretty fucked up answers. Let me redo this one. Let's see. What would you do if you could stop time for 1 hour every day? I don't think I would do that, though. What would be the purpose? What could I do? There's nothing I can really do with the time stopped. I don't know. There's really nothing you can do. You're fucked. If you could bring one extinct species back to life, what would it be? The dodo bird. We're going to bring back the dodo bird because that's pretty fucking cool. Or pterodactyls and shit. As long as they're not eating me. Okay, here we go. If aliens landed and offered to take you to their planet, would you go, fuck yeah, as long as they promise to bring me back? That's the only exception I'm going with. That's the only stipulation, is if you bring me back safely. Yeah, of course I'd fucking go. Would you rather be able to teleport or read minds? Ooh. Read minds. Yeah, we're going to go with read minds because, I would love to see what's in your mind. I want to think what you're thinking, man. Here's another good one. What's a small decision you made? I've already read this one. What's a small decision that you made that had the biggest impact of your life? Making the decision to learn more. We're going to answer the question again in a better way. Making the decision to learn more. That was a small decision. What's the most important lesson you've learned this year? Most important lesson. Probably to allocate my resources and time vigilantly. You like that, don't you? That was a good one. What's the most surprising thing about yourself that you've discovered? Probably the most surprising? Probably that man, what's the most surprising thing about yourself that you've discovered? That I have somewhat of an ADHD. I discovered that through this right here. Through me just talking to a camera, I've discovered that I'm all over the fucking place. So that's pretty cool. What's one thing you'd change about the world if you could? Change. What could we change about it? Maybe make people a little more chill, a little more cool. We're gonna go with that answer. Be cool, man. Just be fucking cool. What's one thing? Oh no, we've already just read that. What's a skill you wish you learned earlier in life? A skill. Probably saving money. And I've learned that pretty early on, but it's something I have yet to master. So, because I'm a big spender and I'm not cool with that. Okay. Who has been the most influential person in your life? That's a good one. The most influential. Probably myself, because I learn from myself. And I critique myself. And, I'm not going to go with that answer. Probably going to go with my dad. I'm going to go with my dad. Play it safe. Here we go. What's one thing you've done that you never thought you could? One thing that I've done that I've never thought that I could. Probably, just one thing that you've done that you never thought that you could. Probably this, what I'm doing now. Talking to a fucking camera. Can you believe it? Talking to myself, basically. It's like schizophrenia or something. Okay, here we go. What motivates you to keep going when things get tough? Resilience. That's the definition. Going when the going gets tough. Resilience. What motivates me? Probably just to be the best version of myself. We're not going to get it sappy. We're not going to get sappy here. Sorry. We're not going to get sappy here. Probably just the people around me. The people around me. That's what motivates me. What's the best compliment you've ever received? I like your art. Or you're cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. You're cute too, by the way. Okay, here we go. Let's see. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Probably one thing about myself. What would it be? Probably just to be more physically fit. Get the gains in here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Probably be more physically fit, most definitely. I could definitely go with that without having to put in the work. It's a lot of work to stay physically fit. And sometimes I just don't want to fucking do it, but I got to anyways. So that would probably be it. Dreams and okay, right here. What's your dream vacation destination? Under the water. We're gonna go vacay under the water. We're gonna get underwater. We're gonna vacay. You with it? I'm with it. Sorry, I'm showing a little too much skin for you. Sorry for being cozy, I guess. Actually, I'm not really sorry, but I'm cozy. And that's why I look a little bit different today. That's because we're in the robe. We're in the robe and robing it on. We're gonna rub you wrong by putting a rub on. Okay, if you could have dinner with any 3 people, living or dead, who would it be? Man, that's a good one. Living or dead, who would it be? We're going to go any 3 people, living or dead, who would it? George Washington. We're going with George Washington. Donald Trump, just to switch it up. Thanks for getting controversial with me. And we're going to go with, who's another good one? And probably one of my boys. That's probably who it would be. What's your ultimate life goal? To be fucking cool. Duh. If you could create your perfect day, what would it look like? Probably just, a perfect day. A perfect day. Man, probably just do the things that I love all in one day. Just fucking paint. Maybe do something cool. Get some good, and you dig what I'm saying? That's a perfect day for me. What's one thing on your bucket list that you have yet to do? One thing on my bucket list that I have yet to do. Probably fuck, man. One thing on my bucket list that I've yet to do. My bucket list that I've yet to do. I've did a lot of things. But on my bucket list, probably sell a painting for over $1 million. That's on the bucket list. If you could start any business, what would it be? Wholehearted Entertainment. Of course. Already did it. Already done. Who's someone you admire and why? Someone I admire and why? Man. I better answer this correctly or I'm going to get fucking scalded. Who is someone you admire and why? Man. There's a lot of people that I admire. I admire people that can speak. I admire people that can speak very well. So anybody that is very good at speaking, I admire you. And is able to communicate well. Not just communication, but just in general. So, here we go. What's a hobby you've always wanted to try? Probably a hobby that I've always wanted to try. actually creating art. That has always been something that I've wanted to try, and I just did it. So fuck it. If you could master one art form, what would it be? Painting. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Being a fucking baller, of course. Here we go. What's your favorite childhood memory? Power Rangers. Already said it. What's the best birthday you've ever had? Actually, the most recent birthday is probably one of the best birthdays that I've ever had. My 24th birthday. I'm 24, by the way. The best birthday was probably my 24th birthday. Had everybody here. Had a lot of my friends here. A lot of people close to me. A lot of people told me happy birthday. That was very awesome. I had a great experience on my birthday. Didn't do much, but it was with the people that I love dearly to my heart. So yeah, we're going to go with that answer. What's the most memorable trip you've ever taken? Disney World, Power Rangers, duh. What's the first concert you ever went to? A Skillet concert. At Carowinds. It was at Carowinds. Family Force 5 and all that shit. It was like Winter Jam or something like that. That was pretty chill. What's the best gift you ever received? Probably knowledge. Either knowledge or the chessboard that my dad made for me. He made a chessboard. It looks phenomenal. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Here we go. What's your favorite toy as a kid? Action figures. Actually, Lego action figures. That's probably what I'm going to go with. Like Bionicles or Hero Factories. So fucking shit, yeah, dude. What's the first movie you remember watching in a theater? Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that's the first movie that I recall watching in a theater. Who is your childhood hero? Ben 10. Shout out to Ben Tennyson. Here we go. What's your funniest memory you have with a friend? Whew. I got a lot of fucking funny memories. The funniest one that I can think of is that whenever me and 8090 or 8090 and I was on the bus and we did some fucked up shit to some fucked up people, and we're going to leave it at that. We're not going to go too far into depth with that because we got a bunch more fucking questions to go through. We got 50 more questions to go through. What is your favorite subject in school? My favorite was probably like, I'm going to have to go with favorite. Man, what? Science, maybe? Science? Favorite subject. Yeah, we're going to go with science. We're going to science the fuck out of this. If you could invent a new gadget, what would it do? Make money. Fuck yeah. If you could invent a new gadget, what would it do? Maybe let's try it again. Maybe let's try that one again. Probably like Cupid's arrow. I'm a lover boy. Okay, what would the title of your autobiography be? I thought that I already fucking answered that. What would the title of your autobiography be? Probably just Be Cool. Just Be Cool. That's going to be my autobiography. Shout out. If your life were a movie, who would play you? I don't fucking know. Who would play me? There's nobody that can play me. Me. I would play me. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? I've had some pretty fucked up dreams. The weirdest dream that I've ever had. Man, probably a nightmare. Ha. If you could design your dream car, what features would it have? It would go fast, it would look sleek, and it would get bitches. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you were a flavor, what flavor would you be? Mint. Because I'm cool. Okay, what's the craziest business idea you ever had? Wholehearted Entertainment. That's pretty fucking crazy if you ask. Oh, God damn, if you ask me. If you could create a new sport, what would it involve? Probably a new sport. What would it involve? Probably like a ball. Probably a ball. That would probably what would be involved. And people. People and a ball. See what they can do with it. What's your go-to karaoke song? Fucking Lick Back by ESTG. I'm kind of kidding on that. If you could write a novel, what would it be about? I'm not into novels, but I'm writing a book right now called Scared of the Skeletons, and it's about cool ass shit. You'll find out whenever it's done. Here we go. We're on to another good one. Here we go. Actually, did I say 50 more fucking questions back there? Hell no. We're almost done with this shit. Let's get this shit done and out of the way, man. Here we go. Let's see. We've already did this shit. If you could, no. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? The most spontaneous thing that I've ever done. Probably drove to Washington, D.C. with pounds on me. That was probably the most spontaneous thing I've ever done. The guy told me about it the day before, and I did it. It was a mission. Made lots of money. We're cool. We're not going to tell you of pounds of what, but you can let your imagination do the trick for that. If you could swap lives with anyone for a week, who would it be? I hate questions like these. Anybody. Leonardo DiCaprio. And you can be the one to figure out why. He's got a chart. And you can figure out that chart by yourself. Fuck. What's your favorite way to spend a lazy day? Just laying the fuck around, not doing shit. Painting. If you could be famous for one thing, what would it be? To be an artist. Yeah. What's the last thing that made you laugh out loud? Probably some questions on the podcast. And just answering those fucking dumbass questions. And seeing what other people are going to answer to the dumbass questions that I ask. And these questions ain't as dumbass. But man, am I learning something about myself from it. And you are too. Congratulations to you for learning something. Let's see. We're almost done. We're getting close. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more questions. 5 more questions. Okay. What's a food you refuse to eat no matter what? Sushi. I ain't eating that fucking shit. You want me to eat something that ain't even cooked? Raw? I don't mind raw. I'm cool with raw. I'm all for raw. All for the raw. But whenever it comes to sushi, you can keep that shit. I ain't with it. I'm not with it at all. All right. If you could live in a different country, where would you go? None. If I could live in another country, I wouldn't. I would stay in America because the United States of America is the greatest country to ever exist in human history. Prove me wrong. Please. What's the best advice you've ever received? Get your money up, not your funny up. No. What's the best advice you ever received? Work smarter, not harder. Hey! That's a good one. I live by that shit. Okay. What's your favorite comfort food? Pizza. This is the last question. This shit better be fucking good or I'm going to be pissed. If you can control one element, fire, water, earth, air, which one would you choose? All of them. I'd be the fucking Avatar. I would be the Avatar. And that's it. That's all the fucking questions we got today. How long we got this? 39 minutes? Damn, that lasted longer than I thought. Shout the fuck out. I answered 100 fucking questions. Random questions. And I hope I answered them accordingly. If you have any more questions, let me fucking know. Direct message me. Or don't. I'm glad you loved it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you learned something. Maybe you didn't learn anything. Maybe you just been entertained. Wholehearted Entertainment, we're back at it again. Yeah, fuck. We're good. We're going to wrap this shit up. We're done for the day. Thank you so much for loving me as much as I love you. And I love you.